Galaxy S Ultra or a Tab S8 Ultra, and I started watching the last episode of The Last of Us, and I seen all of it play through, right? And I'm watching the last episode, and it's just spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. But if you have watched this, and if you haven't watched the last episode, then come back because I'm currently watching it. I paused it, but I want to talk about it before I finish it because I'm barely, basically, not barely, but basically almost done with the episode. So Joel, he does not want Ellie dead because he knows that the cure is in the brain, and how they extract the cure, I don't know. They just know that they're gonna attack the brain and she dies. So he's going through the hospital. I'll be honest with you. Like if let's say this was my daughter, because I think Joel is attached to Ellie like his own daughter. That's why he's doing this because he didn't have a daughter and he had a daughter, but she died in the beginning of the show. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I I like this show. Whoa! Zoomed in. Oh shit! Hold on. There you go. I like this show for what it is. It honestly was a great game to put in the show because it was very symptomatic. Like it just meshed together because they made a part two, they made a remastered, and then and they had the original. And the part two is just Ellie and her friend. Like it's just her part. Like Joel's not even a factor in the game. I think he is. I don't know. I never cared to watch much of Last of Us Part Two, but I know they're making a part two, so it's crazy, man. You know, it's crazy. We've been through a lot in the show, and it's already almost over now. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna mute this if I can find a way to mute it. I'm gonna mute this, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna come back. So you're gonna get my raw reaction of watching the show from the TV in front of me. So yeah. And I love the soundtrack of this show because the violin at the end and then the banjo. Ding, 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 ding. I love it. I'm a very instrumental guy when it comes to like music. Like you can have words in a song, but if you have a nice guitar riff or a nice what is it, nice trumpet or trombone, I'm gonna listen to that more than what you're saying because I'm a I was in the high school band, so I'm a very instrumental kind of guy. I really listen to the music. So this is really cool how they're implementing a violin and a banjo. So yeah, I'm gonna mute it, so that way I don't get copyrighted because I've done a a video one time, and that video got censored because not censored, but it got like copyrighted. There you go, because I had the audio of it, so I didn't want to get in trouble this time. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna come back. Like I'm telling you, I think Joel haven't gotten so attached to her, like her own daughter. He would have went through the procedure, but since he got attached, he didn't go through because they're gonna go through the brain. They're gonna cut the brain, probably get a piece of the brain, probably get the chemical. I don't know science like that well, even though science was a tricky thing. But I think they're gonna get the chemical enzyme of the part of the brain that was that did it, that made her immune, and then use that in a vaccine, and then they were gonna distribute it, and then yeah. But I don't know if y'all heard the fungus in the show is a real fungus. They say it's highly unlikely that it's gonna happen like the show, but it's crazy that it's real. I love how the show is so accurate to the video game. It's just that one episode where they had two gay guys in the episode. Yeah, that was kind of a blind side. Like like I'm not homophobic. I can watch gay on TV and I'm fine. I don't. It's the world we live in today. Because I think love is love, and I like that the world has changed to make love is love, not love is blind. Like, because back in the days, it was just man and woman, not man and man or woman woman. So it's crazy how this show is very like. There's even videos on YouTube to compare episode of video game and how accurate it is. Like I love it. It's so crazy. And I think they're coming. I think they said they're gonna announce a season two, a part two. I think I don't know. All I heard, they're gonna keep this. They're gonna keep this going in a sense. So I love that in that way. But anyways, so sorry about that. I had an itch and it just scratched my nose because sometimes my nose itches a lot. I don't know because it's dry. I guess I don't know. But anyways. And it's crazy now I think about it how he lied. He was in the show because in the show it's like it's accurate to the game. So he's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. It turns out there's a lot of effect. There's a lot of immune like you, so they're doing a man, like I love this series. Like I love it for what it is. I hate shows when it's 9 episodes can be longer, but it's the love of the show. Like when this comes out again, I'm definitely gonna watch. I definitely haven't played the game, but I know the game, so but you know I don't like, they honestly there's probably some games out there in the world that I wish they became shows or movies like Red Dead Redemption. I never beat the game because I guess I lost interest in beating it, and then I saw videos of it. That would probably be a cool little beat. That would probably, if there's a cowboy channel on TV, which I think there is, that'd be kind of cool making that into a series or a movie, or like or Destiny, not Destiny. What is it? Um, I said it before, but the other game, um, I forget, but a lot of games, just in general, what I'm saying is a lot of games should become movies or at least shows because I think they're worth doing, but it's just the funding and the backing on it. So, anyways, let me get back to the show and I'll come back. So I finished the episode. Well, I kind of skipped through because I kind of know the ending. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And it's starting to talk about the producers and the writers of the Invincible Love. See, that's what I thought. Even in watching the game and watching this, that Joel had love for her because Joel, like, there was an episode. I don't know if you saw when Tommy, the brother, he was found in a QZ zone, and she gave him she said, go with Tommy. He knows better routes. He can take you there. And then he gave her an option, an ultimatum. It's like, go with Tommy, go with you. And goes, shit, I'm going with you. So I guess the bond is stronger. That's why at the end of the episode, she was getting but basically brain surgery, and he didn't go through with it. So it sucked in that way, honestly, but it was still cool. I loved it. So, but I mean, I can't wait when they do a part two, or keep the story going on this, because I love, and it was cool to shout out PlayStation and Naughty Dog. Like, I don't know, PlayStation. Like, when I saw it being played on gameplays, I think this game was hitting to the park. The story was told beautifully. It was a girl that needed to be taken to fireflies, and then be get the brain extracted, get a vaccine. But the love that Joel had for Ellie didn't let it happen, and she killed everybody. And it's crazy, man. Like, I don't know if that happened in real life. Like, would that still happen? Because she even said, I forgot her name. I forgot the girl's name who got killed at the end of the show. But she's like, look, we have an answer to what's going on right here. You just want to keep her. You can keep her alive. Excuse me. And all you're gonna do is have her keep chasing and fighting when you can have like, I don't know. And it's crazy, man. And it's crazy because the actor who plays Joel, he let me tell you, he blew up. Like he skyrocketed. He was on an episode of Law and Order as a thug, and then also he was on some other stuff. But I think this blew him up. Like just wait when you see Ellie, the actor or the actress, I should say, is on more things in the near future, and Joel and another thing. But like I said, I think they're gonna make a part two or keep the story going, but on her perspective, like the part two game. We'll see with that because remember, a lot of people didn't like the Last of Us Part Two because um it was people were homophobic. Like they didn't like how LA was like in this the character in that part two game, and then so a lot of people were turning giving the game back. You know, like I said, I don't care. You know, I just think the story is beautiful. I love the game. I love like there's like places. I'm telling you, there's PlayStation games that I wish they would consider putting into a movie or putting into a game. Like Uncharted series, that was a game. Oh, that was a game that I'm glad they did it in a movie with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. That was pretty cool. This that was pretty cool. They did this. What else? Like what would I like? Maybe I would like to see like I can see probably making a movie like a Gran Turismo movie. It's called Gran Turismo. The beginning match or beginning race or some shit. Make it like a few part game. I mean movie. I don't know. It's just like it's just like the movie industry is so broad. Like somebody need to pick up something and do it. Like the Red Dead Redemption, uh, Destiny could be a movie or video or a show. Well, okay, Halo was a show, and a lot of people didn't like that because it was not going off the video game. Like this is like I said, the only time it went off a video game is when it talked about two gay people, and I know that for sure because I seen people react to that show in that episode, and people were like had mixed emotions, but it did what it did and delivered still good content. It just so we we're gonna hear the end. I'm gonna I'm not gonna mute it for the ending part when the producers and writer talking about it, but I'm gonna put it just for y'all can hear it because this is I don't think it's copyrighted. The show is you. This is not.
Here we go. Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. And like I said, it's crazy how the love for Joel. I mean, the so love for Ellie Joel has. Like when he found out that that was happening, oh, she's gonna be extracted from the brain. Um, he went into like the dad mode and like killed everyone, and then killed the girl that said, "Hey, take her over here." And then she was even like, "I had men die traveling over here. I had to do it," and he didn't say, but I don't know. It's just one of the things like you feel for him in the beginning of the show, and then at the end of the show, you're just like, what? Why? You have an opportunity to save the world, and why you do that? But you do understand the relationship they have, the love. He lied to her. He could have been like, he could have said some shit, and they'd be like, "Well, I killed the mother lovers. You can't get your brain now." So
If you take that any further, he didn't so time heals all. Like to kill himself. And
here we go. Here we go.
keep her with him. And
Wait, it's just
Hold on.
because
I'm trying to watch this real quick. Hold on.
from and what she
it's about how everything wonderful experiment for the whole story.
Here we go. This is the perspective from the director and writer's part, and I want to hear it, and then I want to talk about it.
The thought experiment for the whole story is the unconditional love a parent feels for the child. And how far can you take the story to demonstrate what that means? It is not just about the beautiful parts of love. It's also about the dark side. It's about how everything wonderful and everything bad ultimately can start with love.
Set and action.
It's me!
Here we are at the end, and we go all the way to the very, very beginning of Ellie, which is her mother, Anna, played by Ashley Johnson, who is the true beginning of Ellie because Ashley played Ellie in the game. And Ashley is spectacular here.
That is true. It's kind of
Story around
that is true. If you've seen this episode, it's crazy because the mom who played Ellie, she what is it? She played her in the game, right? And you can tell to the voice because a lot of times you can't really match faces with the gameplay, but you can hear the voice and match it with it. You know what I'm saying? So
first time and how she was first brought into this world. And there was a special level of it for me to play the mother of this character that I care so deeply about. It was the first time I've ever had to do a giving birth scene, and it was an incredible day. We were dealing with real babies, which that is usually hard, but they connected so well, and it shows how strong.
I'm not gonna lie. She's talking about dealing with a baby. Look, guys, I became an uncle recently, right? This is gonna make me feel like kind of like I get teary eyed a lot of moments. Like I don't. I'm not a guy where I'm not a person where I don't mind to show you my true feelings and like tear up and show you my soft side because I feel like I have a soft side bigger and stronger than guys do. And guys act tough, yeah. And they don't want to show a soft side. And when they do, they don't want to feel weak in front of their loved ones or their girlfriend. But I don't care, you know. But I'm gonna tell you this: I recently became an uncle, right? And I'm gonna tell you, I see my friend, well, acquaintance, because we're not friends anymore. I say that because a lot of people we were in school with, I was friends with like hardcore, not hardcore, but like really good friends with. Like I had a class with them, and I would mess with them, hang out with them, and everything. But it's sad because we're not friends no more. But anyways, have them on Snapchat, which is cool. Cool, you know, we keep each other tabs, you know. And he has a little nephew and he loves it. He just cares for it, you know. And I was like, oh, one day it's gonna be me. I feel like one day, like so close, gonna happen, and it happened. And it's like I love that little dude, man. Like I like the love I don't have, the love I'm missing from a girl, I'm giving to that kid. Not, you know, the way I give a girl, of course. But I'm saying like the affection I give it, like I'm a big soccer fan. When that kid's old enough to walk, he's gonna get so much merch from the Dynamos. It's gonna be nuts. He's gonna become a Dynamos diehard fan just like me. I'm gonna teach him. You know, I even can't wait when he's old enough because I feel like I'm gonna take him. I feel like he's gonna be like my sidekick going to games. Like I'm telling you, like I don't have no friends. I have a friend. I don't have. I have cousins, but it's just like I can't wait, man. It's nuts. Like like when the baby's here and it leaves. I miss that baby. Like I miss my little nephew. Like, you know, I miss seeing him. I miss having him here. I don't really hold him as much because I'm afraid I'm gonna drop him because he's little. But when he's older and has a little more like strength in the head, I'm gonna hold him a little more. I'm gonna hug him more. But it's just one of those things, man. It's like that's why I get wow how Joel had love for Ellie because it's the father's bond with the girl because they not related in this whole thing. They're not blood related. They're not related at all. They're just a person trying to do a mission because in reality, the whole point of this show, if you never seen the show or never played the game, Joel is doing this because he's trying to get a car battery. Because he was trying to do this for a car battery to find his brother, right? And then he found the brother, and then now what's the purpose of doing it? You know? So, but yeah. That is true. Knowing that is true. The show really like fills in gaps that you kind of have questions in the video game. It's like how was Ellie immune? Um, how did Ellie get infected? You know, not infected but bitten. You kind of ask yourself questions that it really does. That's what I'm saying. A lot of games need to come out as shows or movies because then you fill in the questions that we might have. I'm telling you, they kick the net. They hammered the nail on this one. They basically what I'm trying to say is they did an excellent job on a game series. Like I hope this is like I even saw a tweet way before because critics. That's probably a job if I was doing what I'm doing, I would love to do because critics get to see things before anybody else. That's why you see critics reviews before audience reviews. I hope in the near future people who have an idea of doing what they did, making a video game a series follows the everything about this because they're a point on the nail, point nail on this because 100% was like the game and the filled in questions that you had after the game and it delivered, if and like I said, people hated the Halo game show or the Halo show because it went off different than what it was from the video game. And I never played the video game. I only played the multiplayer version. I mean, a part of it. So I don't know what storyline of it. I don't know how much people liked it or not. But I know a lot of people played Xbox, had memories of it, and I'm pretty sure they were disappointed when they played. When they saw the show. But yeah.
Together.
Anna and Marlene have gone through this whole journey of this pandemic together and finally realized that connection when Marlene walks into the room and sees Anna in the state that she's in.
I don't know if I can talk about this scene without crying. They're fictional characters, but I do think that a wonderful gift of the series is seeing these two best friends' final words to each other in those last moments of Anna's last breaths.
Her name is Ellie.
And I have never loved anything like I in my life. There's two loves you can give something. If you a father of something, that's straight up love right there, right? And if you're not a father right now, but you have a sister or a brother who gave you a niece or a nephew, that's love that you're gonna give that like it's your own son, or like your or And if you have if you have a girlfriend, you gotta revolve your life around that girlfriend to your nephew. Because if you marry that girl, and she's, you know how it works. So, but
We know what that is when we cannot save the people that we love. To feel powerless. And Marlene certainly does in that moment. Because Ellie is the child of her best friend since childhood, who she had to execute.
It's something that Neil told me about early on, and it made my jaw drop, and I said, we must do that. And that's how we begin our final episode.
and you hear that you hear that music. I love the music in this. Like it's crazy.
There's this moment, and we really just follow the game here very closely because it's so beautiful, where they encounter a giraffe.
That is true. That's in a video game. That is true.
It's a joyful moment for Ellie and for Joel, seeing Ellie finally be a glimmer of who she used to be after the trauma that she faced. Everything that she experienced hasn't just
It always fascinates me, like always like wows me how people from Europe, they don't sing like they're from Europe, and they don't talk like they can talk like they're not from Europe. Like they have a accent switch. Like it's crazy. Like Adele's from Europe, but she don't sound like she's from Europe when she sings.
gone away. It's just this moment of beauty, so precious it's almost sad. But then from speaking to Craig, I realised it was just living the truth of it, which was that it was bittersweet, but still so beautiful. So fucking cool.
There's just a moment of awe and wonder in this world still. And the beauty of it is such that we understand why the ice melts between them. He's still trying to keep her with him and saying, we don't have to keep going. We just take you back with me. And she's saying, no, we have to go out and finish it.
We finished what we started.
And it's sad because he didn't. Like she don't know that. But
I get emotional just thinking about it because it's their closest moment where Joel finally tells her the true story about how he got his scar. And it was not because some guy shot at him, it's because he tried to kill himself and he missed. But he's glad he did. And she thinks she understands the lesson here, which is you'll get over this. He lost a daughter. He was crushed. He wanted to end his own
like
life.
she don't get it. Like that's why I don't get it. Now that he's talking about it, I don't get it. She don't know that you're replacing the feeling of Ellie replacing the feeling of Joel with Joel not having a daughter. So I don't.
He didn't.
So time heals all wounds, I guess.
It wasn't entirely that, did he?
See, you don't see, you don't get it, right? That part when they were looking eye to eye, it's like it was time that did it. It was you. She don't get it, But it makes for a good episode, last episode, or ending of the game in the show because then she realizes what the hell. I mean, then she realizes
In the hospital, Marlene quickly realizes this is not the Joel she knew because he has an emotional connection to Ellie.
You take me to her right now! It's about the way we treasure the people that we love more than everyone else.
That is
How
true.
Love leads to emotion.
That is true because a lot of people, criminals think that people are animals. Family members think loved ones are precious. That's why killings happen every day, and it's sad to say that. But if people saw people and loved each other like they used to, like when the Jesus movement happened, like that. I don't know if you've seen the movie Jesus Revelation or Revolution. Less killings would happen because people wouldn't see people as animals.
That can rage out of control. We've seen Joel kill. We've seen him lose loved ones. So how do you take that any further? What if it's between saving all of humanity or this one girl?
That is true.
It's the easiest choice he's ever made in his life.
What would make one choose one thing over the survival of humanity, essentially?
That is true. Like when that happened in the movie in the game, and I was like,
Which is something that he does because he finds himself incapable of losing again.
that is true.
What would you take her?
It's crazy, man. And it's crazy because if that happened in real life, you gotta ask yourself, would you do that, or would you let the country go through and save humanity? You know, so it's one of the things.
Can't keep her safe forever. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many people you kill. The parking garage is the last shot. It's the last opportunity to save what Ellie can gift the world.
That is true.
Joel, he is wrestling with his grief, and he can't see past it.
There was no limit to how much we could try to understand that, how much we could defend it or judge it, and it's this beautiful.
That is true because when the game happened and I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck?" You know, the point was all along was to bring her to the Fireflies, get the surgery she needs to save humanity, and that's it. But he has grief from losing his daughter. He don't want to lose somebody else attached to him like a daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Shadow that one can explore and question, find the horror and the humanity of.
This whole journey we've been working towards this trust that is forming between these two characters and how honest they are with each other and how much they learn to rely on each other. And then Joel puts all of that on the line. Like a parent, you feel like you need to lie to your children to protect them. And that's what Joel does at the very end.
Yep.
She knows deep down that he's not telling the truth, but she can't let herself believe it because it's too painful and it's too scary, the idea that her only purpose in life hasn't been fulfilled, that had been taken away from
That
her
is
by
true.
the person that she loves and trusts the most. It's too overwhelming. So she forces herself to believe Joel. Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
That is true.
Time doesn't really heal anything. It just makes it fade. But people.
That is so true. When you lose someone, time doesn't heal it. It fades away, like the hurt fades away. Because if you have pictures, you have video, it's not gonna get any easier. But the hurt is gonna fade away.
And in that moment, you understand the depth of what she means to him. And the horror of it all is that that's why the ending has to be the way it is. The ending is something that people have been arguing about for over a decade. Should Joel have done what he did? And a lot of people will say no. And a lot of people will say yes. In the end, the only thing we can be sure of is that we understand why he did it, and we understand that Ellie would not have wanted him to do it. That complexity is why...
That is true once again. She wanted him to go through with... Because he was like, let's go back to Tommy's. Let's finish this. I mean, let's go back to where we're safe. We don't have to go through this. That is so true.
Last of Us as a narrative is so gorgeous. It's why it's the most beautiful story told in the entire genre of video games. It's why Neil is a genius, and it's why I wanted to make this show in the first place.
Now, like I said, I think they're gonna make another one, season 2 or whatever. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they are. Not season 2. What is it, like a? I don't know, but I finished it, and oh shit, I finished it, and it was very accurate to the video game. So it just makes it just makes a lot of sense what the game has, like, I don't know, like, I'm live. You see, I'm live. You see, I'm live. You see. it always trips me out, honestly, when I watch it always trips me out when I watch my live stream. Like when I watch my live stream, I'm doing live stream, right? And I'm like, let me see if everything's okay. And I check my live stream on my phone or my TV, what I'm doing right now, and it echoes back like I'm live. That's crazy. I don't know, but anyways, guys, Last of Us finished last Sunday. Well, yeah, Sunday. I wasn't able to watch it, but I finally watched it and I liked it. I loved it. You know, if they make a part two of it, hope they keep it going, the story, because I wouldn't mind, honestly, seeing that uh Last of Us Part Two show. I wouldn't mind that. So, but anyways, wow.
Farrell is.
So,
Capterra, finding the software and services that are right for you. Don't search, find.
so I never.
What if you could transform?
Let me talk about something else because I'm done talking about it, but I don't want to get off just yet. I love you. Why would you want to buy? Yeah, stupid expensive. So Yellowstone, one of the actors, Rip, I think that's his name. I don't know. I don't watch show. People tell me I didn't watch it, but I haven't watched it. Probably not want to say I never will watch it, but one day I will. And crazy that he's gonna be at the BB's Steakhouse tonight at the rodeo, and VIP is expensive. Man, okay, so last night, I know I'm getting off script, but sometimes it be that way. But anyway, yesterday I went to the Houston Livestock Show Rodeo. And let me tell you something. I took his picture. I'm gonna show it, but yeah, I'm gonna show it because I think it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna show it. I took this picture yesterday. This one. Okay. Now, my cousin, I love my cousin. Like I admire my cousin because his grandfather was a Marine, passed away. He got that itch to join the service because grandfather, right? He did it, got out, was a reserves. I get it. Reserves or not, you're still badass because if you see movies of basic training or basic training videos and all that, a lot of people would break down and go AWOL and leave or kill themselves because it is nuts. I'm strong minded and strong willed. I If I was skinny, because you gotta be a certain weight in a physical form, I want to say I could do it, but then I can't do it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm saying is I value my cousin's, you know, word like like Mario. There's people in my family that I value like the word is a bird, word is a bird, what a bird. Nah, but seriously though, like I just like when he says something, I'm like, oh yeah, oh okay, yes, because he was in the service and he has more, I guess, balls than me. And he has more life experience than me. So that's why I say that. But are we there yet? Meta presents. That's why I say what I say. But yesterday, we were with two girls and friends, and it was a good time last night. I'm just gonna say that it was a good time. Because like I said, that picture was awesome. But anyways, it's all good. It's all good. But anyways. But yeah, guys, The Last of Us. Um, great show. I loved everything about it. Not much of it, but um, like that is true. At the end of the show, she like the way they explained this last episode was truth. Was like amen on that, because like you kind of question Joel's actions. Like you had like I'm pretty sure. Let me tell you something. There's people who play Xbox all their life, right? Never touched PlayStation, right? And probably never played the video game and never knew the story of this show, right? Watched it for the first time and we're like, what the hell? Why'd you do what you did? Why'd you do what you did? You had a chance to save humanity. And people who have played the game, watching the show, and still have that question, but kind of understand because they went through it in the video game. And that's how I felt. I was like, I get it why he did it to fill a void of his loss of his daughter, and he don't want to feel that. He don't want to add to that feeling again. So, but it is what it is, and it's crazy, very, very, very crazy. Like I just, I just. Oh yeah, and the reason why I talked about it yesterday because in the picture is because that picture honestly will live in infamy because I had a great time with the boys. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I don't have really friends. Like my only person I always hang out with is my cousin, which is not wrong. It's just when someone's always busy, it's kind of hard to work around their schedule. But he makes time for me, which is awesome. And yesterday was much needed because my cousin's friend came out and my other cousin came out. And we all went out to the concert last night, and we got a cool little pic. We had like I said, we had met some friends, and then we took a picture with them, and it was all love. It was all beautiful, man. I love last night. I wish that night never ended because I'm telling you, I don't have friends. Like I guess I have a girl that's a friend, but we're not as close. Really, like we don't hit each other up all the time. We don't, we're not close. You know, and it's one of the things crazy. Life's hard. Life's crazy. Life is unexpected, but it's one of those things. But anyways, guys, man. So like I said, that guy from Yellowstone, Rip, he was gonna be at the he was gonna be at the rodeo, but it's super expensive to see him and talk to him. So it's crazy.
What's your favorite chicken? 4x4 from In-N-Out. With animal fries. What's that? 4 meats, 4 cheeses. So it's a patty with 4 things of meat on it. Okay. What's yours? What? What's your favorite cheat meal? Cadbury's chocolate. Cadbury's chocolate. A chocolate? Yeah, Irish thing is chocolate. The best. Did you say? I heard gibberish chocolate. Cadbury's chocolates. Dairy milk bar. Chocolate or chocolat? Chocolates. Yes.
Like a damn.
Just we did this on stream.
Yes, come on. Hey guys, this is a sponsorship like $5. Only $5 off. 1-800-234-TTV. 1-800-999-1144-3332. This product is one of the best products in the whole entire.
Nah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just worrying myself. But anyways, yeah, guys. So yeah, the show's over. It's kind of sad, but it needed to be over with because I feel like if I'm out with you, like when you see something you love for so long, you've seen episodes and you feel the characters like their family. People have feelings of the characters, different feelings. Like, oh man, the character good. Oh, I love character. Oh, and sad to see it be over. But then you're like, maybe it's time it's over because if they would have kept it going, it would have dragged it on long. It would have been dragged long enough where you kind of like, okay, it needs to be over. Like Grey's Anatomy, that don't need to be resurrected, killed off, and not resurrected, killed off because not even a lot of the people on that show originally, But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. I got around a little bit besides talking about the show, but on short is if they keep it going with the Last of Us Part 2, which I hope they do. Hold on, let me do something quick.
I'll see you around.
Yep.
Also, Joe's still, yeah. I thought Joe wasn't in it. I thought it was in part 2. I guess he still is because she's still alive. Crazy thing that I thought he was gone. But anyway, if they, sorry, I saw a little bit of on my phone part 2, and he's still a character in there. If they do it, I'm gonna be watching it. But anyway, guys, I love y'all. I'm gonna go watch it out. Peace.